Hey guys, today we're unboxing another laptop. This is a Vivobook from ASUS, and this is an AMD processor. Let's quickly check what we've got here. If I turn it around, this is the E1504F, and this thing has got an OLED screen. So it says here it's got a 15.6 inch OLED Full HD display. This has got the AMD Ryzen 5 7520U. It's got a 512 gig PCIe Gen 3 NVMe. This one has got 8 gig RAM, and this one has got Windows 11 Home. I see also here a 3-cell 50 watt hour battery. So let's quickly get this thing out of the box so that we can see how it looks and yeah, what we get. Right. Wow, okay. So this is the box when it's opened up. It's got a little pamphlet or little thing here which it says protect your eyes with ASUS Vivobook, but it seems like this thing has got just a little stand which you can put underneath the laptop, so to put your laptop into it when you're not using it, or to put your laptop on top of it when you are using it. So that's a cool little thing. Everything is carton, and there's a very little plastic in this packaging. Over here the laptop is packaged in a soft cloth. You've got your booklets, and you've got your normal charger. This has got a charging pin that's in the middle of this thing, so it's a little special kind of a charger. This is a 65 watt power supply. It is 19 volts and 3.42 amps, and it's also got this little bit of Velcro to keep the wires neat. That's all you get in the box. Let's quickly see what they mean with this. Okay, so you can cut this off here, and then you can fold this into a stand for your laptop. All right, there we go. I've assembled the stand thing, and yeah, let's see how it looks. I'm sure nobody's interested in me doing this, but yeah, there you go. The laptop can stand upright like that, and it can also be put onto that for ergonomics. Let's get this thing out of the bag. All right, so this is a light blue metallic color. There you can see it says ASUS Vivobook, explore the possibilities, go further and beyond. That's the top of the laptop, or the lid of the laptop. The front of the laptop has got this little lip where you can catch it to open it up. On this side of the laptop we've got one USB 2, you've got a little power light, and you've got a battery indicator there. The laptop's finish is smooth and glossy at the top, and at the bottom it's a more rugged kind of a finish. Almost looks like marble. It's a very nice finish that this has got. It's got these nice feet that's lifting the laptop quite enough for airflow, and there you've got your air intake and your cooling. Also here we've got rubber feet there and there. On the other side you've got your audio jack or headset jack. You've got your USB Type-C port, USB 3 port, HDMI, and the place where your power plugs in. At the back of the laptop there's nothing, and when you open up the laptop, if you look in there, that is where the wind will blow out, so it's going to be routed just past the screen. Alright, so let's get the laptop opened up. If I pull on the screen itself, the laptop does lift up. You can't open it with one hand, but it is very light. And when you open it up, you are greeted with a very glossy screen, but this is an OLED screen. So if I lift it up, you can definitely see the stereo lights in the reflection. Okay, at the top of the screen you've got your little privacy slide for the camera. If I open it up, then you can use the camera. If I close it, it just shows a red dot. You've got your mics and your little light that indicates the camera is on. There is little rubbers on the side of the screens to keep the screen away from the keyboard. Let's remove this. Okay, so it's got a full layout keyboard. Let's start from the side. The caps lock does have a little light, so it'll indicate if it's on or not. The num lock does not have a little light. Then you've got a little light also on the microphone button, so when it is muted, it'll lit up and show you that it's muted. The keyboard has got a numpad at the side, obviously, because it's got a num lock, and so it's easy to type numbers over here. This is a full layout keyboard, and it is very big and easy for your hands to fit on here. So it's full size buttons, very nice to work with. The mouse pad has got a built-in fingerprint reader, so just over here you can just touch and unlock your laptop or use your fingerprint for security reasons. Very nice touchpad, nice and big, and because it's AMD, it's got Radeon graphics. As I said, this is the Ryzen 5. You can also see the ASUS branding, ASUS Vivobook branding there at the bottom. So yeah, we'll get this machine on and have a look at the display, because yeah, I think the display is going to be nice to look at. One thing I can mention is all the ports is on the right side of the laptop, so when you plug in screens and everything like that, it's going to be in your way if you're a right-handed mouse user. So that might be a little bit of an issue for you. But let's get this plugged in and see how the display looks. When it is plugged in, there's definitely lights on the side of the laptop. You can see there it's got a white and a orange light, just indicating that the laptop is on. Okay, this screen is extremely black. It looks like it's off. And the laptop is actually on. So let's quickly wait for text to appear there, and then I can just give you an idea of how black and dark the pixels are that's not in use. Okay, so as you can see, very, very dark, or high contrast, if you want to call it that. The display is absolutely dead in the places where it's not on. So it'll look like there's nothing going on, but only the letters and stuff that is used will be lit up, like the OLED phones and OLED everything we know these days. Let's leave this to boot, and I'll get back to you guys when we can check out the sound and display. Alright, so the laptop is now on, and let's quickly just log into Windows. And this display is amazing. The OLED display is so vivid. This is a full HD display, but the colors on it is quite impressive. Yeah, I really think if you are looking for a laptop to be more color accurate than the average laptop, then this might be a good option. Alright, let's quickly listen to the sound on this one. The speaker holes is on the sides. If you have a look there, I think those are the little speaker holes, but the sound does come clearly from it. Let me just start the song, and I'll take it to 100%. Well, there we go. quite a bit of an African vibe there of the sound quality, but it's yeah, it's sharp and clear, not very bassy, but it does work. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at the processor and stuff. Oh, just before I do that, just also another feature of this laptop is it's just nice to be able to flip your screen all the way down, so it can go 180 degrees, and just to be able to show people maybe around a table everything that's going on your screen, instead of trying everybody fitting in behind you. The caps lock button, as I said, it's got a little light. If I press it, it turns on the light. Let me just bring it closer so you can see the caps lock is on or not. That's a nice thing to know. And let's quickly have a look at the task manager. Right, so this Ryzen 5 is a 4-core 8-thread machine, or 8 logical processor, and it's running at 2.8 GHz, the base speed. The RAM installed on the machine is 8 GB, and there we can see it is DDR5. This machine also does only have Wi-Fi, so you don't have a port on the side for a NIC on the side for Cat5 or whatever, and this has got the Realtek 8821CE wireless card installed into the laptop. Let's quickly put the laptop on its cardboard stand that comes with it. Right, so that, yeah, it's now on the stand, and you can see it lifts it quite a bit. Let's quickly run that bench test, and then we'll see what the score is for this laptop. Right, the test is done. We got a score of 1249. CPU, GPU, storage and memory scores are there. I must say this screen is actually very easy to focus on. The camera has no problem with sure, that is very good. Very nice. Right, I went ahead and took all the screws out of the back, and let's quickly take off the cover. It does have little clips all around the side, and it's best to remove it with a tool like this that does not damage the plastics or the clips. Actually, the speakers looks like they can perform a bit better than they sound, so I think on this laptop there might be a sound setting that'll change the sound of the laptop. It's got a fairly large battery in here, the 3-cell battery that they speak about. Just note there is no space for extra RAM, so you are stuck with the 8 gig. I think it's got 8 gig of RAM. It's got a full-size NVMe in here. It is the Gen 3, but this is an Intel NVMe that it comes out with, and there's your Wi-Fi card. So at least it's got a decent cooling mechanism or system with a pipe taking the heat away from the motherboard, and on this side you've got your little USB extension from the motherboard. So all of these are directly mounted to the motherboard itself. So the build quality is it's really good. I guess now I've shown you, and you've been warned you won't be able to upgrade the machine to anything else except the NVMe. That'll be upgradable if you need to enlarge the storage. So yeah, that's the ASUS Vivobook Oled unboxed, and hopefully this just shows you what it is, how it looks, what you get in the box, and if you would like this. Thanks for watching.